Okay, so we've been called to a 31-year-old female who's pregnant and appears to be in labour. We have our BVA kits, lots of towels, blankets, sheets, just in case there's any mess. We have our resusc so oxygen, defib, just in case there is any arrest during it and we need to go into a resus. I've got our PPE gear on. Karen, do you feel safe?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on.
Hi there.
I'm Dean, this is Karen from the paramedics.
Hello.
I believe you're pregnant, you might be having a baby today. What was your name?
Caroline.
Oh, hi Caroline, I'm Dean. Can I just take your pulse there? You need to take the neonate to BBM out and get that ready, and the BBA kit.
Right.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so is this your first baby?
Yes, I do believe it is.
So have you ever been pregnant before?
No.
So how many weeks are you?
About 39 and a half weeks.
Have you got a midwife? You've been seeing a midwife?
Yes, I did call her, but she said she would be late, so I called you.
Okay, so she does know what's happening?
Yes.
And when is your due date? So you're 39 weeks? In a week? You're
Yes.
expecting the baby in a week?
Yes, I should think so.
Yeah, that's cool. So, your pregnancy, have you had any problems or any complications?
No?
No problems? When was your last scan?
Oh, it was about a week ago.
Okay. And which way was baby facing in that scan?
Baby's facing downwards.
Okay. So when you say downwards, what do you mean by that?
Head down to the bottom.
Okay. Cool. And how have you felt throughout your pregnancy?
Bloated.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope, that's about it.
Just some general
pregnant,
discomfort?
you know.
Good. Sounds like you've had quite a good run. Do you have a plan around your pregnancy?
Yes, I was planning on a home birth,
Yeah. Cool. And you're happy to continue with that plan?
obviously.
Okay. So your contractions, how far apart are they at the moment?
Oh, there's about 3 every 10 minutes.
Okay. Do you need to feel like you need to push yet?
I'm getting there.
Getting
It's
there.
quite sore.
Okay. If you do feel the need to push, just let me know, okay? Have you had any sort of mucus discharge recently or
Yes, I had some this morning.
this morning? What time this morning was that?
Oh,
It's
about
1 o'clock now.
would have been about 8 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Okay. And what about your water? Have your waters broken at all?
Yes, yes.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, probably about 11 o'clock.
About 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. And what colour was that, did you say?
Oh, it was a sort of pale yellow.
Okay. Cool. So how are those contractions feeling now?
Yes, they're winding up there a bit.
Yeah.
130/80
Oh.
and heart rate with 105.
Okay, cool. So do you feel like you need to push, do you?
Oh, getting there, yes.
Okay. So you do. I'm just going to have a quick look. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
Knock yourself
because,
out.
Because you feel like you need to push, you might be crowning. So we'll just have a look. Okay. So if you do need to push, we'll start. Okay.
Okay,
How are those contractions?
yes. Ah! Ah!
So I've been applying pressure to the perineum. Sorry.
Yeah. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, so just the baby's come out, I can see his head, I'll just be supporting the head.
Ah!
You're doing really well.
Thanks. Can you give me a certificate?
We'll see how we go.
Ah!
Oh, you're almost there, keep going.
Ah!
Oh, great. Thanks, Karen.
Thank God it's
So I'd be immediately stimulating the baby. I can see there's actually quite good perfusion centrally. There's pink, but the extremities are a little bit blue. And the baby's crying. So I'm going to apply skin to mum. Here's your baby. Have you got a name yet? Karen, can you just take a heart rate of the baby there? And I'll be doing an APGAR, so pink centrally, a little bit of blueness on the peripheries. What's that heart rate looking like? A bit of a grimace as well, and the baby is quite verbal.
It's 140.
Okay, so that's nice and good. So about an APGAR of 9. Okay, how do you feel? Are you okay?
I'm a bit fucking tired.
Okay, unfortunately you're going to be like that for a while. Okay, so at this point we'd probably look at trying to get baby to breastfeed. This would also release a bit of oxytocin and get that placenta going so she can birth that as well. Okay, so what we need to do now is birth your placenta, so you might feel like you're giving birth again. You just need to let me know if you need to push.
Okay.
Okay, so once the umbilical cord stops pulsating, we're going to clip it. Kira, could you pass me that?
Okay.
There's the clips. They'll be clipping 10 centimetres from the baby, distal from the baby, and then another 5 centimetres. Did you want to cut the cord, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It might be a bit awkward, but
I know how to use scissors.
cool, perfect. Okay, so how are you feeling now? Do you feel as if you need to birth the placenta?
I can feel a bit of pressure building up.
Okay. It's a bit late. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So as you feel that pressure, I want you to push, okay? Just gently. But making sure that you don't pull on the umbilical cord, let mum do the work. So if
Okay.
You, yeah, so if you do feel like you need to push, you can do that now. Sorry, Karen, you didn't know at the time of the birth as well,
I
didn't
did,
you?
it was
Thank you.
1 o'clock exactly.
Yeah, perfect. Cool. So got the placenta out. I'll be checking to make sure it's completely intact, that there's no bits missing that may be still stuck to the uterus inside. So it looks good. Can you note the time
Yes,
of that as well?
I
And I'll
can.
be putting it in the bag. And can you just note that it's the placenta and the name of the patient on here?
I can do that, and I'll put the time of the delivery on there as well.
Okay. How are you feeling now? Probably cover you after that.
Yes, that would be good. Don't want the neighbours to see.
So there doesn't appear to be any extra bleeding. I'd be concerned about a PPH, so postpartum hemorrhage. If the placenta hadn't have come within sort of 20 to 30 minutes, I'd be looking at transporting to hospital. If we did end up transporting, I'd be getting Karen to go out to the ambulance, heating the ambulance up, and I'd be making sure baby is covered and warm. I'd be putting a hat on baby before we went outside. I'd also be taking vitals every 5 to 10 minutes post-birth, making sure the baby is still nicely perfused and got a good heart rate. When the midwife arrived, I'd be briefing them as to how the birth went, and if we didn't need to transport, I'd be handing over to the midwife. And I'd also be looking at doing one more APGAR. And in this case, the extremities have become well perfused, so both central and peripherally is very pink. Baby's crying even more, is feeding, and lots of grimacing and activity there. So that combined with a really good heart rate that I've taken, the baby's APGAR has probably gone up to about a 10 now.